We must be friggin' crazy.
I'm feeling pretty fucking petrified.
I can hear the tappings.
Yeah, I'm hearing knocking.
Yeah, underneath my feet.
Knocking?
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. Can you knock underneath our feet? Let us know that we're here, that you're here. Please knock underneath our feet.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
Where's it coming from?
It came from back down there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it sounded like it was down there. Yeah. I like it when I don't mind them knocking.
No, I don't mind the knocking.
I just draw the line at things being thrown and people being touched just right now. Oh, gosh.
Come on, you're doing really well.
Was that you?
What
Guys!
was that? Are you coming up?
Yes. Have you got activity?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
We didn't. I thought we had a knock in one of them.
We had
in the hanging room.
a couple of knocks in the hanging room. Should we just do something here then?
Well, why don't we
Should we go back in there?
Let's go back in here. Come on.
No.
Come on.
I don't like that room, seriously.
Come on, it's the four of us. Let's just do it.
I don't
Please,
like
come on.
that room.
Come on, let's do it. Come
Are you
on.
sure about this?
No, because that man's hostile. He doesn't want us there. He doesn't want us there. Did he tell you? He didn't tell me in so many words, but I get the feeling that he doesn't want us there. And I wouldn't be saying that if I didn't feel it.
Well, you either sit out here on your own,
don't
or we'll
do
go in there. Come on. Let's go into the bathroom. Come on, Papa. Oh, come on.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
Come on. What's the matter?
Take me on the hand.
You're joking.
Mobile.
What? Put the light on.
You pissed him off, Cheryl. I told you.
I'm going out of here. I'm sorry.
Either flick it on the hand or something.
No. But it's Cheryl he's after. Can we go in another room? Because this guy's seriously...
I don't think I can cope.
But you
I
probably...
don't understand why this squire is so anal. Don't wind him up. He doesn't want it.
I just think he's not happy.
He doesn't want us in here. I'm
Well, he
telling
just
you
doesn't.
now.
He doesn't have any respect for women.
Well, no, come on. If you're here, just tap the fucking table.
Renowned ghost hunter Yvette Fielding and pop princesses Girls Aloud are having a truly terrifying night in a haunted Welsh mansion, Plas Teig. They've just braved the dark walking the corridors alone, but their bravery quickly vanished when this happened.
Let's go into the bathroom. Come on, Papa. Oh, come on.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
Come on.
Go with that.
What's the matter?
Take me on the hand.
You're joking.
You pissed him off, Cheryl. I told you.
I'm going out of here.
Well, no, come on. If you're here, just tap the fucking table. Cheryl! You fucker!
Right, I'm out of here.
What the fuck did you do that for?
Having regrouped with Nicola, the girls don't waste any time getting out of there and rush to meet Yvette in the taxi. But there's plenty more in store for these ladies. Our second location this evening is an old abandoned sanatorium hospital isolated in the depths of Cheshire. This sprawling derelict site is over 100 years old and is almost in total darkness, which won't help the girls' nerves. Welcome, girls. As Yvette drops the girls off, local history buff Dan Clark is here to give the group some background on the place.
Nice to meet you. Okay, and welcome to what's reputed to be one of the most haunted locations in Cheshire.
Nice.
Yes, what you actually see here is the main hospital building. The main hospital building was built in the early 1900s. It was built to treat people with tuberculosis, which back in the day was a very serious illness and a very infectious illness, and hence why it's built in such a remote location. You're surrounded by woodland, so you are very, very remote here. It's a sad fact that lots of people are actually sent here to die. In the first 50 years there was a huge amount of death here. One thing you must remember, there was no real cure for this, so what they had to do is they were left here in solitude and had to kind of just, you know, get fresh air treatment and stay away from society. It's a very sorrowful place. One such thing is that if you see this canopy area here, this is the only real exit out of the hospital for trolleys and beds. Trolleys and beds are actually wheeled down this canopy area here.
I don't like it at all.
From the main basement of the hospital, which is taken into this area here, which was actually where it's alleged that the more poorly patients were actually taken to die. When researching the place like I have done over the last year, you do hear a lot of rumours about the place. So one such rumour is that in the grounds surrounding the hospital there were actually people murdered. 2 students were murdered in the grounds. No one was ever actually caught or brought to justice for those murders. So the issue we have here is, you know, there was a murder on the loose and it obviously caused turmoil and upset.
When did this place become inactive?
Became inactive about 15 years ago.
Only 15 years ago?
But it has stood still for 15 years with no one inside it. But if we head over here, I'm going to show you to another location which might interest you. I'm going to show you over to the mortuary.
Even Kimberly, the most cynical of the group, is looking very apprehensive at the thought of braving this place in the dark.
Right, OK, girls, and this is the point where I'll actually leave you now, at the mortuary. OK, so if you follow the footpath along, you'll be left in the careful hands of your vet.
Probably the most ominous building on this site is here, the morgue where bodies were brought for post-mortems. It still houses some original equipment.
Hello, ladies.
As the girls are greeted by Yvette, we have our psychologist, Geoffrey Beattie, watching their every move outside.
It's interesting just watching them walking in because they are very, very hesitant now. Nicola's just come in, and the first thing she's done, she's got her hand to her mouth covering it. Sarah's doing these self-comforting touching movements. They are more anxious than they were in the previous house because they've had a major experience there, and Sarah's now absolutely convinced there's something in all of this.
Prior to this séance, Yvette has been briefed by a medium about specific spirits apparently present in the morgue. Now she hopes to contact them.
This would have been the mortuary slab where all the bodies would have been laid out, obviously once they were dead, embalmed. Some bodies were dissected, and of course the sink at the bottom would have been where all the blood and horrible bits were collected.
Nicola just keeps smoothing her clothes down, fixing her hair. They're all very concerned. Sarah's playing with her hair more or less constantly, and I mean, at one level it looks as if it's about appearance, but it's not about that at all. These things are called adapters. Adapters means they're trying to do something about this conflict they've got, this kind of tension they've got inside.
Now, this particular part of the building, it is said to be haunted by a lab assistant. A gentleman has been seen in here. Apparently he was, mediums have picked up on the fact that he was very obsessive about his work. So he's still here, he's present now.
Kimberly's still the logical one. She kind of stresses that working in the business she works in, you have to be a bit cynical about people quite a lot of the time. But I think she's still got that cynicism about her. But the other three, I think, are kind of more convinced that there's something in all of this. Not comfortable, not happy. I'm told that the spirit of a woman is present here. She dates back to the 1940s, and she's a matron of a hospital. Are any of you happy to do a Ouija board?
Well, I'm not over the moon, but I don't know if I do. I think I'm just asking for it.
Basically, we'll just start off with, if you want to just put your hands on the table.
I'll just watch. You can just put your hands there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Nicola's nerves get the better of her again. She withdraws from the Ouija board and anxiously keeps watch at the back of the room.
There's a kind of stillness in Nicola, which is, of course, a very common response to fear. In this situation where your pupils dilate, you're absolutely still, you're taking it all in, you know that her heart's racing, she'll be very sensitive to any threat, stimulation in the environment, anything at all. She's kind of looking around more or less constantly. You know, if anything happens in there, she's going to be out of there immediately.
You want to put your fingers on the glass. The tip of your fingers on there. The best thing to do is just really concentrate on the glass. If there is anybody here, please come and talk to us. Use this glass as a way of communication. Please push the glass to let us know that you're here in any direction. If there was a gentleman here who used to work here, who loved working here, please move the glass to let us know that you're around.
Sarah, of course, went into the first house with this great mask on, saying she was up for anything. And she's just confessed to me before she went into the mortuary that, of course, the mask had started to slip.